I only have a couple of comments this morning. I think I would like to start. We had the Take the Pledge thing this morning. You know, the staff and myself included have been working on this for a number of months. Personally, I've been living this pledge for, well, since before we actually started the program. But I got on the internet site this morning to officially take the pledge, which many others in the city and citizens have taken. I think we had good recognition of what we're doing today. I do want to take just a moment and ask Rick to tee up the public service announcement that's been playing in support of this effort. So if we could do that now, Rick, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you.
We are pledging to leave it better than we found it.
I'll pick up litter and dispose of it properly, whether it's mine or not.
I pledge to leave it better than I found it. You can too.
Go online and take the pledge at leaveitbettercc.com.
Help stop the wrath of trash and leave it better than you found it.
Take the pledge.
Take the pledge.
Take the pledge to leave it better than you found it.
So again, we just want to emphasize our support and of this effort to leave Corpus Christi better than we found it, and encourage everybody to join in that effort. I do want to introduce a new staff member, Dan Grisbo. If you could stand up. Maybe come to the microphone, Dan. I might ask you here in a moment to say a word or two, so be thinking about that.
Yes, sir.
Dan is a new staff member. He comes to us recently, well, I don't know how recently it was, retired from the Navy Corps of Engineers. He has an engineering degree from Illinois. He is certified AICP, which is American Institute of Certified Planners. He has a bachelor's from the Citadel and a master's degree in urban planning from the University of Illinois. And we have just appointed him as our new Development Services Director.
Congratulations. Can you state your full name again, please?
Daniel Michael Grimsbow.
I'm going to have to get the spelling of all that.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Appreciate the comments and hope I can make a positive impact with the city, and thanks.
Appreciate you being here. Welcome to Corpus Christi. And you're going to leave it better than you found it, too.
Yes, ma'am, we will.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, sir.
I spent several days last week in attendance at the International City Management Association annual conference. This is an opportunity for me and other professionals from around the country, and a couple in our city that are affiliated with ICMA as well, to learn more about our profession, get an opportunity for in-service credits for attending classes and gaining new knowledge. I came away, as I was on the airplane coming home, I took note of a dozen things that I learned from the conference that I thought I might be able to apply here in Corpus Christi that I thought would be very helpful. Two of them just jumped to mind as I was sitting here participating in the events that have taken place so far. One of them was by a keynote speaker who addressed the group. There were probably about between 4,000 and 5,000 city managers in attendance at this meeting, and it was interesting to me, and I've pondered this since he said it. He said this: "Those who know the price of everything often know the value of nothing." Sometimes the things that we do in a city actually do cost money, but their value goes beyond the actual price that we have to pay. And I think that I'm still processing that. I think that there are lessons there for us to apply in how we do our work and the decisions, particularly the policy decisions that this council has to make. Another one that was that I've been pondering over and been started some dialogue with my staff. You know, we focus a lot. We've focused a lot since I've been here the last 3+ years about the basics. How do we patch the potholes in the street and keep the basic services running? We had a gentleman, Dan Heath, who addressed us. He's done a lot of research and written a couple of books recently on what makes cities livable and what makes a city a great place to live. And the bottom line to his comments were that great cities are fun to live in. They're fun. And so I think as we move forward, I'm going to be thinking a lot more about not just how to keep the basic services running, but how to include an element of fun in our community. And he gave a number of examples about how that doesn't have to cost a lot of money. And a lot of that just kind of naturally comes up out of the creativity of employees and citizens. And so I'm going to be giving a lot of thought about how we can unleash that creativity and allow fun to happen in our city, regardless of what else happens with the streets and the water and the basic services, which of course need to be carried on. It's like if you imagine this kind of bell curve where on the left-hand side you got 10% of the problems, the real problems you have to deal with, and 80% is in the middle, and then you got another 10% that's really good on the outside. We spend all of our time looking on the left side. We manage by exception, so we tend to focus on everything that's a problem. And I'm going to dedicate a little bit more of my time to focusing on what's right and good and fun and reinforcing that. 80% of it's kind of on cruise control. It's going to get there. 10% is a problem. It takes up a good portion of a manager's time, but I'm going to make sure that part of my time goes to fun. How do we make Corpus Christi a fun place? So that's what I got out of the conference I just got back from, among other things. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to a fun time in the future as this unfolds. I really do appreciate those comments. It's a good balance. Very, very important.